What's up, guys? So I decided to do a run to show you where to get plastic and a lot of it. I know there's videos out there that are going to show some of the similar locations, but I'm going to show you my run where when you're done you should get close to over 400 pieces of plastic. So the first location I'm going to go to is the Morgantown High School. Now this is like a popular location that everybody does go to. So when you come in, when you fast travel, you'll come to that point. You're going to come this way. Run along the back of these buildings, and you're going to go through this back door here. Now this is one of the spots that you will get a lot of plastic in this one building. So when you come in here, you're going to see some golf balls here. There's a lot of these plastic pumpkins around. You got these bowling pins. Okay. You will see a few scorched in here. I already cleared them out. Okay. Now, if you use your power armor and you come in here and you turn on the light, especially have your bright one on, a lot of times it's so bright it's hard to see all the golf balls. So just be aware of that. Okay, there's another pumpkin here. And then here's the mother lode. All these plastic plates. Okay, then you got that. And there's one or two more pumpkins in here. There you go. I think I got all of them in here. And then there's one here. Then you can run down this hall, and you'll see a couple pumpkin here. Okay, and then you're going to run into the little cafeteria area. Okay, it's not a lot in here, but there are some plastic spoons and plates in here. Okay, so make sure you grab them. I usually just grab everything, just because it's easier. I'm too lazy to just kind of pick out the one item. Those cafeteria trays are the ones that you want. There's two type of trays, right? Those are the cafeteria ones are the ones that will give you plastic. Okay, there's a lot of other stuff in here that you'll get. The cleaner, a lot of metal, aluminum, the hot plate that has circuitry on it, right? So there's a lot of good other good components in here that you can get. After you clear out this location, you're gonna run down this hall. Now, I guess these didn't respawn. Usually there's a couple more plastic pumpkins right here. Okay. Take the enamel buckets. Those actually give plastic as well. And then there's usually a pumpkin here. I guess they didn't respawn because I did this last night as well. But there's usually a plastic pumpkin there and there. And then another thing is, in here there's usually microscopes. And I guess those didn't respawn in yet either. You get at least about four microscopes in here. So those are good to come in and run and get them. Okay. So once you're done with this location, you could run upstairs. There are a couple places that have a couple packs of cigarettes in here. Let's see. Yeah. And there might be a carton of cigarettes up there you might find. But as far as the main plastic, that's pretty much what you want. Okay. Then from here, I usually go to the Bolton Greens. Now, okay, get rid of that guy. Now, usually I go, like I said, I go to the Bolton Greens. Okay. Sorry about that. Sounds like somebody's cutting the grass outside. It is that time of year. Nothing like the ambient sound out there, right? So yeah, Bolton Green, it doesn't have a ton of plastic, but there's a pool table there that I'll show you that has a decent amount of pool balls, and then some life what is the plastic lifesavers. So again, when you fast travel, you're going to run down this way. And again, I already came in here and killed most of them. So here's the pool table. Alright, nice amount of pool balls. Like I said, there's other things in here, the toy car, right? And there's a decent, you'll get chems right there. The life preserver, what did I say, lifesaver? Yep. Right, and then you got a couple life preservers in there as well. And that's about it in here. There's also pepper you'll find in here, salt. This is definitely a good place for pepper. If you go in here, I already cleaned it out, but there's a lot of locations for pepper in here. Pepper and salt. And bourbon as well. So then once I clean out this, like I said, I don't know if a lot of people come to that this one location, but I do because it's worth it. Because the next spot that most people go to, and you can't fast travel to it, is you got to run down this way. There's a house here that has a lot of plastic cat bowls. That's another popular spot that people will run to. And you can definitely get a decent amount of plastic in here as well. So you come up here, you'll see, there you go, you got all these plastic cat bowls. Usually when you take these, they seem to clip through that all the time. A few here, a few up on the top there. There's that, toy rocket ship, that, and there. There's some upstairs, but for some reason you can't grab them. I don't know why, but that's the way they did it, okay? So that's pretty much what I grab out of that location. Alright, so we did the high school, Bolton Greens, the house. If you want, you can go to Helvetia, and I'll show you. I usually do because there's another pool table in there. And actually there's I think there's a couple cartons of cigarettes, which again give you plastic, so that's a good spot. Like I said, most people when they do these runs, they usually go to the bigger locations. But I figure if I'm going to do plastic, if I'm going for plastic, I'm going everywhere I can get it. This way, you know, I get one big run worth of plastic. Alright, so when you come out of this fast travel, I'm sure everybody's familiar with Helvetia now, especially with the Fastnacht event. And you've probably seen this pool table. But if you haven't, I'm going to show it to you. And like I said, you couldn't go into the other locations. There's a few spots that have, you know, some miscellaneous plastic, but this is the main spot that I usually come to get all these plastic pool balls. There's a carton of cigarettes there that I usually grab. If there's any more back here, you know, take the desk fan, why not? Okay. There's salt and pepper. I always take that because, again, I always use a lot of food. And just so you know, if you do get bogged down, right, you know, there's a workbench in here that you can scrap everything. So let's see how much plastic I have already just from those three locations. This is the fourth, right? Look at that, 224. Okay. Alright. So then from there, I tend to go to White Springs, the golf club. But I'm going to skip that for now. The last location I'm going to go to is Watoga. Because in this location, this is probably one of the biggest places. I think you probably get the most plastic in this location. There's two spots where you have a lot of dishes and utensils. Downstairs, upstairs, you have some in the actual like kitchen area itself. So you definitely will get a lot of plastic at this location as well. Alright, so I had my tent here, so that's why, just to save some money on caps. But usually when you fast travel, you'll come to this allocation. So you can come in here. And like I said, it's worth it to run around most of these locations because these are the main spots I'm showing you in most of these locations, right? But it's worth it to kind of run around because sometimes you'll find other things, right? You'll find like globes. You might find bread boxes and stuff like that. So you'll pick up a couple extra pieces of in caps, right? Like that globe. Okay. So here you go. Right here, like I said, this spot I usually just collect everything instead of trying to nitpick everything. I just grab everything. It's a lot easier to just kind of grab it all. And why not, right? If you collect in it, what the hell's the difference? And again, make sure you look on the floors. Because a lot of people, believe it or not, I'll come in here. And a lot of people that come in here for the plastic, they leave a lot of this stuff on the floor. I don't know if they just don't care, they're in a rush, or what happened. But there's definitely quite a few pieces that are on the floor. So, again, just make sure you look down as you're doing this location. There's a plastic plate, right? Yeah, this I would say this is probably the best location, or one of the best locations, besides the Morgantown High School, in my opinion, in terms of plastic. I think I got all this stuff down here. Yeah, okay. Then I usually run in here. You can look under here. A couple more pieces of plastic. Okay, on the floor there. Some here. Okay. And there's a lot of chems in this spot too, so it's good to kind of go through there and clean that out as well. Like I said, I just clean everything out. Come in here. There's pepper there. A couple more plates. All right. Nuka cherry. Okay. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna run upstairs, and you'll see a bunch more settings. And there's a lot of plastic on the floor, so make sure you grab all this one on the floor. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely like I said, Morgantown and this place. These are probably the two best locations, I think, for the plastic. Okay. Among other stuff. And that's it for this spot. And again, if you get bogged down and you wanna scrap everything on the top floor, for those of you that don't know, there is a I think there's another globe in here. Yep.
The facilities department warns students, yet
There's another
again, that anyone
station here that you can scrap everything.
Or flip signs will
Okay.
face severe reprimand.
And sometimes there's a fusion core that spawns right there too, for people that are power armor users, right? Alright, so let's see what I'm at. What am I at this point? Like I said, I also go to White Springs. There's another pool table in there. There's definitely a few places with cigarettes. I think a couple cartons in there. Golf balls. But let's see where we're at right now, what the final tally is before I jump down there. And for those of you that have watched my videos, you might have noticed that usually I'm a shotgun runner, right? I happened to go to the purveyor and turn in some script, and I wound up getting a 3-star fixer. And I've never really messed with it because I haven't been a rifle build since almost the beginning, but I'll show you what I wound up getting. So that's what I wound up getting from there. 50 limb damage, damage resistance while reloading, plus 50 more damage when target below 40% health. So I said, you know what? Let me play around with this. And let me tell you, with this, with the Chinese stealth armor, man, am I doing so. Am I clearing out enemies, one-shotting them. Alright, so let's see what where we're at in terms of plastic. Look at that, 376. So I said you can get over 400, right? So I'm at 376. So what the hell, maybe I'll go do the... I didn't want to really do White Springs just because I didn't want to... Maybe I'll just run in there and sneak around and not worry about, messing with them. See if I can get it over 400. Because now that I said it, I want to make sure I can do it. Now I know I can. You'll definitely get over 400. I think the pool balls... Is it the pool balls? I think the pool balls will give you 2 pieces of plastic per... Maybe I'm wrong. I thought I saw that last night when I was scrapping them. But, I mean, it's definitely worth doing. There's a bunch of other components that you'll get in here, so... But I'm not going to fight with the ghouls in here. I'm going to kind of just stealth my way in. Kind of save time. But there you go. You can see the pool balls there, right? Usually the cigarette machine. Alright, there's usually a pool ball there. There's usually one on the ground. There's usually, yep, pack of cigarettes there. And then what I usually do too is there's right here a couple pool balls. Shoot that, knock it over. Right. Alright, get out of my way. Look at that. So there's 2 there, there's another one right there. And then finally, I'll come out the door here. You can turn to your right. Now you can also go on the greens and get a lot of the... Go to this pail and collect everything in it. Because there's look at all the plastic spoons and stuff. A lot of people, if they're new users, might not even know that. And new game players. And then in this little crate here, look at all those golf balls. Okay. And then usually I just grab this stuff as well. And then that's it. And then I'll go to the camp real quick, and we'll see what the final tally is. See if I manage to get over 400 with these locations. I think I should be just about over there. I think when I did this last night too, I think I got around 420. So let's see if I can get close to that. We were at what, 376? It's gonna be close. I think I did it. I think I got it. I was gonna do just a gameplay video just to do with this new fixture because, like I said, I've been shotgun build, and for the people that have watched my videos, you see I usually, especially with the Gauss, but I've been using shotgun in every video. So, but I really want to play around with this fixture more and more. I've been having a lot of fun with it. All right, let's scrap the rest of this stuff and let's see what the final tally is. That stuff. All right, drum roll. Let's see. Did I do it? 435. Yeah. So there you go. 435 pieces of plastic from that run. Okay, so real quick, Watauga High School, Golf Club, Helvetia, Bolton Greens, and then Morgantown High School. Okay, and then that's right. And then there's that little house here with the cat bowls. All right, so there you go. I mean, you're talking over 400 pieces of plastic from that run, and it's about 20 minutes to do that whole run. So that's not bad. 400 plastic in 20 minutes. That's pretty good. All right, so I hope this helps, and I'll see you next time. Take care.